My coaching client, Laura, recently told me that she saved more money than she spent on my coaching because I helped her simplify and consolidate her tech stack. And now I want to do the same thing for you too. I have put out a free tool called the Tools Audit. It will help you determine what tools you use, how much you're paying, where you can consolidate and eliminate to simplify your small business tech stack. You can go to streamlined.fm/tools to get your free tools audit today. That's streamlined.fm/tools. My friends, today I want to talk about how I am down a rabbit hole of epic proportions. And it really started last year when I learned that my daughter was growing a intense love of music, one that I would say rivals my own. And so I decided to start looking for MP3 players that did not connect to the internet. My daughter, my children, will not have any sort of cell phone, smart or otherwise, before they are teenagers. I am very bullish on that, and I am trying to get all of her friends' parents in on it too, with varying levels of success. So I started to look for a non-internet connected MP3 device, maybe one where we could stream Apple Music since we were using that anyway, but that would be the only thing I'd want her to be able to access. This, of course, was after the iPod had been sadly discontinued, and I took a cursory look but had not put much more thought into it. Fast forward to today, and I was thinking even more about it when I came across a story. Story is really generous. It was an AI summary of internet trends about how Gen Z is ditching their iPhone for single purpose devices such as MP3 players. Combine that with the fact that a few weeks ago I came across an article by Mike Rohde called "An iPad Clone is My New Focus Secret Weapon" on his Sketchnote Lab Substack, where he talks about the InOasis Y1, a classic digital audio player, where it was $60 for the bigger one, and you download music to it. It does not connect to the internet. It has Bluetooth, so you can, connect your AirPods or Bluetooth headphones, but it also comes with a headphone jack. And so if you have hi-fi music, I'm not going to say it is hi-fi music enabled because usually those things are super expensive, but you can listen to, let's say, uncompressed, unstreamed music. So I went and I picked one up today as I record this for both myself and my daughter as her birthday is coming up. What sent me down this rabbit hole, though, was thinking about all of the music I've purchased in the past that I didn't think I had access to. I bought a single album over the summer, Punchline, their album called, I think, Motion Picture Soundtrack. Basically for one song. I wanted to support the band, but I really, really, really wanted to listen to this one song called Weekends. It was like one of my teen angst albums. And so I have that album. I bought it from Bandcamp. But then I remembered that at some point I uploaded all of my music to Amazon Music and Google Music. I also purchased music on iTunes or the iTunes Store, now Apple Music. And so I looked into ways to get that music back. I've had varying levels of success with Apple Music. As far as I can tell right now, there is one album that I purchased that doesn't seem to be here in the downloaded music, and I maybe I just need to take a closer look. And that is Say Anything's In Defense of the Genre, a music that an album that I listened to for most of 2007. So that's Apple Music. Looking at Amazon Music now, if you don't know, I have an article up on paperandsmoke.com about how I'm giving up Amazon for Lent. That is buying stuff from Amazon. I clearly did not think about this particular use case of buying digital music, but no matter. I have lots of nearly 1,000 songs that I have purchased from or have uploaded. I'm going to say mostly uploaded here from Amazon Music. If you go to the web player, it's not a very friendly experience. But if you download the Amazon Music app, go to your purchased music and then select all, it will download all of those songs. And it appears to me to be quite a successful endeavor. If I look at the size of this folder, it is 6.3 gigabytes. That's probably fairly accurate. And it has, as far as I can tell, all of the music that I had either purchased or uploaded, including South Park Finger Longer Uncut, an album that I listened to in my teenage days. So this is very exciting for me. But I'm taking it one step further because I still have all of the CDs and that I purchased and mixed CDs that I created from my teenage years in the same CD binder that I purchased from FYE when I was probably 15, 16 at absolute most. And I happened to have purchased a super drive at some point, which is the CD drive attachment for Macs, for Apple computers. And I just stuck a CD in there, and Apple Music said, hey, it looks like this album. Do you want us to import it? And I was like, I sure do. And it imported the music into Apple Music, and that folder showed up in the music folder. So I don't need to take any other steps to get it over to some MP3 player. So the rabbit hole of not futility. This is very exciting for me. I am going to be spending a good portion of my weekend digitizing my CD collection. Now, the thing I do need to follow up on is what happened to all of the music I uploaded to Google Music. I'm going to guess that there is a ton of parity between these three services, but I'd still like to know, have I purchased any music on Google Music before moving over to Apple? Did I upload songs to that and then not really think about, moving it over to other services? Are there? I want my owned music collection to be as complete as possible, and this is really what got me thinking more about this. Right, in my year of digital detox, something I am still woefully, nearly inextricably connected to is streaming services. I've been rewatching Scrubs. It's one of my favorite shows, and I'm watching it on Disney Plus. And the music is wrong. It's not wrong. It's different from the original broadcast because they didn't get the streaming rights to that music. I own the DVDs. I own the entire series minus Med School on DVD. So I could watch the original episodes as Bill Lawrence and Zach Braff intended. But it's a lot more convenient for me to open the app on Disney Plus wherever I am. So the other thing I'm thinking about is a Plex server. But the point is that all of the music I listen to, 99.9% of it, is music I don't own. That if it leaves streaming tomorrow, I will not be able to listen to it. And so I ran this by my wife because we got this player for my daughter for Christmas, or for her birthday rather. And we're going to have to start buying music. And I think that this is really important. I want to buy more music because I want to own it. I want to own the non-digital rights management, or DRM, version of an MP3. I don't need to own the disc, right? In a world where you don't need the disc to consume the content, I don't want to create more waste than I need to. But I do want to have these files on my computer in a way that the vendor I bought it from can't reach in and take it away whenever they want. And music, like I said, is so important to me. So that's going to be a new aspect of my year of digital detox. Actually own the media that I like to consume. I will keep you posted on this. I'll probably have an article up on the site about it, but I wanted to capture all of these thoughts before I lost them to the workday. So that's it for this episode of Paper and Smoke. Let me know. Head over to paperandsmoke.com and leave a comment on this podcast episode. Let me know what you think. Do you have a single purpose music player? Where do you purchase your music from? Leave a comment. Let me know. Until next time, thanks so much for listening, and I hope you find some space in your week.